Hey, Bruce Naylor here, your boomer consumer, and this is the Logitech MX Keys keyboard for Mac. And it sells for $99 and it's about 50 bucks cheaper than the slate gray Magic keyboard that Apple has. As a disclaimer, I paid for this with my own funds and no one has reviewed this video prior to posting. If you're interested in this keyboard at the end of this video, I have in my description down below links to our affiliate site where you can order one. They are on back order at this time. This has been a very, very popular keyboard. Now, getting this keyboard took me over a month from the time I ordered directly from Logitech. I'm telling you, it's probably not wise to order anything directly from Logitech right now, as they're claiming COVID has seriously interrupted their shipping. So I was looking for a new keyboard to replace the Keychron K1 mechanical keyboard I had for my Mac because it died an untimely death on me. And I was looking for a wireless keyboard. I'm not a big fan of having a lot of wires on my desk. When I seen the promotions and the media coming out with articles about this keyboard. Now, this keyboard in my mind offers a lot more for the money than the Apple Magic Keyboard. So let's go through the unboxing experience of this keyboard. Well, Logitech does a great job with their packaging. It's very professionally packaged. And one thing I appreciated was the quick start guide right on the inside of the upper lid of the box. Now, once you remove the keyboard, I think you'll be surprised just at the general feel of the keyboard, how nice and solid it is in the hands, and really just how beautifully crafted this keyboard is. Now, underneath the keyboard, you're going to find an accessory box. In that box, you're going to find two different items. One is a USB-C cable, and it's USB-C on both ends for charging. And then the Logitech unifying receiver is also included as well. Let's talk about one of the major differences of this keyboard as compared to, say, the Apple Magic Keyboard. And one, it is backlit, and you have adjustable backlighting on this, but even more interesting is that it has a proximity sensor, so if it's off and as your fingers approach the keyboard, that will activate the backlighting on the keyboard. So that's a great feature, one I find pretty useful. Also detects ambient lighting, so adjusts the brightness based on the brightness of the room, or you can set it manually. Another big selling point of this keyboard, say over the Magic Keyboard, is the fact that you can connect it to 3 different devices, either via the unifying receiver or Bluetooth. And there's the easy switch buttons right on the keyboard for 1, 2, and 3 devices. So you have it connected to your Mac, maybe your iPad, and even, let's say, a Windows PC as well if you want to. And let's talk about the battery life. So I've had it for about 3 weeks, and it ran the entire time on a single charge with the backlight on. And I just now had to recharge it. Now, according to Logitech, about 10 days on a full charge with backlighting on, but 5 months if you have the backlighting off. I haven't tested that, so I can't attest to that. Now, there's a Windows version and there's also the Mac version. Of course, you could use it with either one. Another great feature of the Logitech keyboard, if you're making that decision, is the Logitech Options software. Let me give you a quick overview of that. This will be just a brief overview of the Logitech Options software. This is what you're going to download and use with your Logitech MX Keys keyboard for your Mac. And you can see I have a mouse on here already. And then let's go into the keyboard. It's kind of the Mac layout of keys up here with some shortcut keys as we discussed earlier. Again, you have your brightness down, up, mission control, your launch pad, media controls is your keyboard brightness controls, some shortcuts built in, calculator, your screen capture, lookup, and locking your Mac. Also, can check this box down here and use these keys as normal function keys as well. And then if we click on your easy switch, this tells you what devices are paired with which easy switch number you're using or button you have. In my case, right now we're using the unifying receiver with my Mac Mini, and we can pair Bluetooth or what have you with another 2 different devices as well. Go back in the keyboard. This is kind of the secret sauce of this application. If you click on all applications, I can actually, I have enabled application-specific settings. I can go into Final Cut Pro here, and I can actually change what happens with that key and assign different things to that key there. So it's kind of like a macro, but you're actually customizing the function of that key on an application by application basis. And you can just add different applications that you want. So I already have done some things with Final Cut Pros. That's the editor that I use. So I believe you can store up to 6 different profiles with that. Don't quote me on that. I might be incorrect, but this is a real good overview of just what this software does. So it gives you a lot more functionality to the keyboard. So the dimensions on the keyboard are 0.81 inches tall by 16.94 inches wide, and then 5.2 inches in depth. And the whole thing weighs 28.5 ounces. So it's not super heavy, but it's not super light. It's got a good firm feel to it. Now, because this is the Mac version, you have all the usual suspects of keys on here: brightness up and down for your display, mission control, launch pad, adjust the brightness for the keyboard up and down, your media controls. You have your easy switches on here for your different devices, even shortcuts for your calculator, take a screenshot, locking the keyboard as well, all there. Now with the Logitech Options key software, you can reprogram some of these keys to do application specific things. So again, this is something miles ahead of a lot of the competition. So this again is a full-size keyboard with spherical shaped keys that have a nice indent in there for your fingertips. This is a very comfortable keyboard to type on, and I do a lot of typing. It's a general purpose keyboard. It's not really for gaming or that kind of thing, just day in and day out use. The build quality is really solid on here, a metal frame. You have a metal deck on here, and there's no flex on this keyboard. A nice angle for typing with comfortably, and that's really what this keyboard is about. Nice style to it, it's attractive, and it's nice and quiet, so it's not going to bother anybody. It's not super clicky or anything like that. It's just a comfortable typing experience. So if you're looking for a wireless keyboard that has a lot of functionality for the price, we're talking under $100 retail, though there are some people taking advantage of the shortage of these right now. You're getting the ability to connect to 3 different devices. You're getting the background lighting. You're getting the proximity sensor. You're getting that Logitech Options software that allows you to customize keys on an application by application basis. You're getting a solid build quality on there, and you're getting really good battery life with it in a nice wireless keyboard. So what are a couple of the cons of this? Well, one of the cons is that you can't really use it in a wired mode. The USB-C cable is strictly for charging only. Now, admittedly, I had a slight issue connecting this with Bluetooth with my Mac Mini. My MacBook Pro, no problem. Even my Windows PC, no problem. But the Mac Mini, the Mac Mini is also known to have problems with Bluetooth when connected to a USB hub, which I have. But I got it working, and it works brilliantly. So all in all, I couldn't be more pleased with the quality of this keyboard. I think the price is fair with the functionality you get, the really nice looks of this keyboard, and it's a daily driver, and it's going to be one for me for the foreseeable future. Highly recommend this keyboard. For the $99 price tag, I don't think you can go wrong. I think it's a better value than what Apple is offering. And they're essentially one-trick pony, $150 slate gray keyboard. Anyhow, I'm Bruce Naylor, your Boomer Consumer. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.